And we are underway in Buffalo. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Allen now looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Back to Taylor on first down. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A give for Taylor running right side. Taken down at the 30.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, it's Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. On 4th down, Herbert. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded at the 33. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. In motion left goes a tight end. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Bills have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's got it to the 43 here.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen going to throw. Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want it in their hands at all times.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. From the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Running left, Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jonathan Taylor, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0.
Jason Sanders sends the kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of yards brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Cowboys 1st down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. That one complete to Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and run. Taylor. He's going to be marked out very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. They turn to Taylor on 4th, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The tight end in motion right. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly learn with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. Sanders' kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense is really struggling.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. In motion left goes a tight end.
Hands it off out of the gun.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And some room to roam now.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
56, 56.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he'll get this up only to about the 22. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas